Well, we are just getting started for today with field work. It is just shy of noon, and it had rained this morning. We were kind of waiting for the rain to stop. Jered and Nate put radios in both of those two tractors. Sarge put a two-way radio in this 9320, and Jered's finishing up with putting one in the truck 15. So they've got a Midland 400 in that one, the 400 in that one, and I think what'd you put in 8360? 275? The 275 and the 8360, and he has a 275 Midland and this one here as well. So this has got somewhat of a similar spot to actually put the CB in the cradle there, and he has mounted the 275 in that CB cradle. This is an international truck, and then this 275 has all of the controls are right on the mic. Just like the 575 that's in the chopper. So we've got a couple of trucks left to do, and we're gonna get rolled out here. There's another radio that he's installed in a couple of these trucks as well, and they are these Wuxen radios. All of these boxes here are empty. These are radios that are already installed. So this is the Wuxen radio here. I think he's got one on his toolbox. We can kind of show you what that looks like. And he has, I think he's got one installed in truck 8, one installed in truck 9, and I don't know what else, maybe the Freightliner. But these ones are probably a better radio. They have the controls on the mic as well. There is the microphone there. And then the radio itself, you can kind of put this radio about anywhere. This has a display on it, right, Jered? You can control the whole thing on the mic. Oh. The mic will control every option. So the 575 Midland and the 275, there isn't anything on the face of the radio. You have to control everything from the mic. How much were these? They were priced compared the same. 400. They're 200 bucks. Same as the 400. The 400. Probably a better radio than the Midland. However, we have already got involved with the Midlands already. Another thing we want to talk about is we want to talk about Jered's Mack. He's got that all back together. I didn't film any of it because I didn't think he was going to complete the job here yesterday. Today is Monday. He got these differentials in this here yesterday. He was about ready to junk this truck. If you recall, he put a reman transmission in this 2 weeks ago. The transmission had some issues with it. He had babied it along. He pumped cornhead grease into it to get it through, well, it was last year. It went all winter. 2 years. Yeah. So he says, it's making some noise, we better get it out. So he pulled the transmission out, put it in, hauled manure for 2 days with it. One partial day and a whole day. And something was still grinding. He says, I think I've got something else going on. He had already replaced the differential on this rear axle. What was that, about a year ago? Maybe? Yeah. But at any rate, something happened. What happened exactly? The rear end went again? Yeah, but what caused that rear end to go? Well, I have no idea. The rear differential was making a lot of noise in the field towards the last part of the full day that he hauled with this. and he limped it home with the power divider locked in, and all the gears were junk on that rear. So we put a new top load in it a week ago this past Saturday. Put a new top load in there. Wanted to inspect the front one, seen teeth missing. He says, I'm done with it. Pulled the differentials out. He had this thing listed here and there, didn't you, for parts? Yeah. Stole the whole damn thing. I said, Jered, just put some thought into it. Just at least get that other rear differential, the front one, replaced. So what did you end up doing? You ended up swapping out the differentials. Yeah. What gearing were the original ones that were in this? 464. So there are 464s. Now this had a reman back here that he had just got that he put in. He pulled that out. Got a hold of Fry. He traded that one. And then of course he had to send that front one in as a core. And you changed it to what? So it's got 502 gears in it now, and it's all set up, ready to roll. And you want to get rid of this, right? Yeah. So I'm going to put a link in the description to get, you want your email or my email in there? Email. Okay. I'll put his email information into the link of the description of this video, and you can get a hold of Jered if you want this truck. So what year is this?
1985.
It's an 85 Supetliner with a Cat 3406B. With a Cat 3406B. This is all mechanically sound now. He just wants to get rid of it and wash his hands of it and replace it with something else. This has an actual hydraulic system on it. Doesn't have them Mickey Mouse hydraulics to it. This has got the same system that we put on the 900, the 500, the Western Star. This will get the job done. This is all ready to go to with the wet line on there. It'll run in forward and reverse as far as running your manure tankers. So double frame, 20,000 pound front. What's the rears in this?
6-bolt Mack rears, brand new 46,000 pound springs, something like that.
Yeah. So you put new springs in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got new springs in there, and it is ready to go, and we better get chopping. So we are gonna run both dump wagons today, and it's even got a nice pintle hook on the back here. So we're gonna go play in the mud, something that we have not done this year in a while. We did get the dump wagons out, I think it was the first or second, I think it was into the second week of doing silage. We have missed 2 days of chopping this year. We're in 4 weeks today. We didn't chop yesterday because it was raining, and we didn't chop a week ago this past Saturday. So now we're gonna go play in the mud. So let's roll out, right? You ready to roll out? Maybe we should just hook the Mack on the moss and just run her, right? No? You don't wanna, you wanna have it ready to go for somebody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll roll out here. Well, we are just about ready to pull into the field. And these fields, there's 2 of them on this farm. This is on flat ground, however, it is somewhat wet ground. It's not bad, it's not horrible. But as you can see, we've got a real nice driveway to pull into. So the trucks will be able to pull in, get loaded, and then yank back out. We're only going to be using straight trucks today, and what we're going to do right now is we are going to try a truck right off the bat here. Hey Sarah, why don't you pull on past me? We'll try Mike right in behind the chopper to get opened up, and then I can hook onto his truck easier. So Sarah has the better tires. However, it is not as easy.
Do you want me to follow behind Mike?
Let's see how far we get first, and we'll let him get in and out of the field, and then you come in. Although Sarah's got the best tires out of any of the trucks, it's not too easy to hook on to the front of her truck if we need to pull it around the field. Alex has got a hook that she can put into her truck, but we haven't adapted anything to work on Sarah's truck yet. So we'll see how this goes. There are two different varieties in here. A silage variety, and then we finished up with a grain variety. We were last in this field with the chopper on the 10th of October 2022. Today is the 16th of October 2023. So being that we didn't break into this field the other day, and we're kind of breaking into virgin ground, if you will. Being that we're breaking into virgin ground, these trucks might be able to stay on top of the ground. We're not too entirely sure. We did get 6/10 of an inch of rain here yesterday, and it was drizzling rain here all morning. The moisture on this is right where we want it. It's in the low to mid 60s. It's jumping all over the place, so I can't give you a real precise number here yet because it's still it's not really adjusting itself, but we're not quite into the meat and potatoes of the actual field here. So the ground conditions, boy, they seem to be a lot better than what I thought they would be. I do not like opening up on a dump wagon. The tractor puts the dump wagon back there quite a ways, and it's not as neat to do on the dump wagon. So if we can keep them out of the field for a little bit here, it'll be that much better. This field does have a wet hole on the, we're traveling east and west now. We're actually traveling west. There's a wet part of the field on the northwest corner. North side and west corner. So if we can bypass that here a little bitses, we'll go ahead and just use the dump wagon there. But you know what? I can't believe that Mike's not fighting at all here to get and stay in behind us. Corn looks really good as far as what we need for moisture levels. It's mid, wow, it's right hovering around 65%. Try to keep a nice steady pace. I go a lot slower opening up a field than I do when we're just having right at it. You hit bumps and whatever, and the pipe does this all the time. You end up spilling quite a little corn, and it's just better to try and go at a nice slow pace. Usually we try to roll around 3 miles an hour. So we are going to start cutting it up across this field. You can come on in, Alex. It seems pretty hard. So now we are more or less cutting up through kind of the middle of the field, not quite. But it's a nice corner. 30 ton right there. Yeah. This is a Hoopner 6663. We have had real good luck with this variety. We have grown this is our 3rd year. So Mike is just about loaded. We're gonna go ahead and tell him what he's got going on. We don't have the camera facing backwards, but I figured you guys wanted to look forward. Hey Mike, you're just about loaded. Not making it too far. It is heavy corn. We're averaging 27.5 tons to the acre. Getting 30 a lot of the time. So we have just made the switch. Hey, I gotta stop. For the reason that row on our right has plugged up. We have to let that clean out. So that's gone through. I gotta take it slow now here for a little bit, sis. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Got it crossways. There it goes. Them stalks folded up. Went right up on in that. Alright, so that cleaned out. Works pretty good. It's looking like we can get opened up on these trucks coming around here. Sarah, why don't you come on in? Mike, you could just turn around in the field and head back out the way you came in. We'll try to get opened up on the truck so we haven't got to goof around with getting corn all over them tractors. Mike, are you in good standing or? Okay, I see you moving. Let's keep the regular tired trucks out in the driveway. I don't know if Davey's here yet or not. We're going to cut to our left right now. This will put us kind of on the level. We're going to be cutting crossways off the field. I can't tell if I got a red Freightliner behind me or if I have truck 15. Freight shaker. So far so good with the truck traffic. We can turn you guys around. We're coming up a little bit of a hill, not much. If I was to stay going and follow the headland, we would have a little bit of a steeper hill to be climbing, heading in this direction right now. We're more or less making corn mazes here today, but that's all right. We want to keep everybody moving. Just keep the ball rolling. We've got Alex that we're filling right now. Sarge has come in behind her with the red Freightliner. And then we have Sarah in behind him. Alex, you're just about loaded. So we're naturally coming into a corner and the truck is about full. And we're going to try to make this switch. After we get turned around this corner, yeah. We are now on the edge of the field. Sarge is sliding into place ever so gracefully. Make the switch. Boom. I fall off the road. I like to keep an eye on them trucks real good like. I can see both of them, and if I start to see one going towards the other one, I can alert them. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Jumping. We're jumping. Alright, so this is load number 3. Not quite all the way around. This field is 18 acres. The field over next to it is 15 and a half. So we have 33 acres here that we're going to cut today. We should be able to get these knocked out before the end of the day. We are, however, going to be going a little bit slower than normal. However, at least we're moving. I mean, this is real good. I mean, I have had situations where I've pulled into a field and no more than go 100 yards and you end up getting into trouble. So it looks as though we got some sprinkles on us, and we were due to get showers here today as well. I thought the rain was over with. All we've got to do is get around this field all the way one time, and then we can just introduce the dump wagons, get using them, and everything is good like. $27.5 ton field average so far. I gotta stop again. Alright. I think I might have a cleaner. Broke off that outside there. Alright, hold up right there so I can get on you. Definitely check my cleaners on that left wing. I don't know if I've got one missing on that small drum. But the ears are caught down in the... There we go. If the corn doesn't stay standing up, comes into course, I got corn laying down. There. We've got a wad still caught in there. The wad is now into the Christmas tree. And we are now clean. So let's get on it here. Some of the problem that we're having too is I am not staying good and true on the row. And that I am watching the truck in behind us. So it looks as though we're going to be able to have...
Maybe you might want to talk to Andy before you go in the field.
Get to the driveway here and we can let... I don't know, what do we got? 2, this load, and Alex and Sarah to come out. So we got 3 loads coming out through here right now. Turn the corner. You're loaded, Sarge. Sir, I thought you were loaded. Let's clip the, hold up, let me back up. I'm gonna clip the end of this field off here. Alright, so a little correction there for some reason. Of course, you guys knew it already. Sarah was not loaded. Davey has just entered the field with Truckee. So we didn't do a good job counting our rows when we came into this field. And you'll notice that we have 2 rows on our left side that are not cut. Every once in a while, I look out and guess just right. In other words, I'll get done with the field, and I'll have exactly 10 rows left. And I never count. I find it a waste of time trying to count rows and try to get in the right spot. We planted this corn with the 16-row planter, and you're never divisible by 10 ever when you are running a 16-row planter and or the 12-row that we run. Alright, you can start coming around my right side. Hold up, not feeding. Back up. I should have kept you right in behind me here. Alright, we're not feeding because we're wet and heavy. Alright, come in so I can clean out. Feed some corn in the left or the right hand side of the head to get the stuff on the left side to clean through. Just won't quite grab it. Okay, that's going there.
There's like 4 cows, so you see them now.
almost there. It's there. We got this wad on the left-hand side of the head that needs some corn to push it through. Go straight in to clean this head out, and then you can move around my right hand side here. Alright, so we gotta turn hard like this. Alright, it's almost there. Didn't take it in. We got to back up, stay under the pipe. Now back up so you can get on my right hand side here. We have this problem on wet corn once in a whirl, and it's somewhat frustrating when you have a truck behind you and you can't stop and you're watching them and you want to not make any sudden movements because you can't afford to have a truck run into the back of you here. If the corn was feeding in even, alright, I think we're good now. Alright, we got her even Steven now. Well, alright, the trucks have made it all the way around. Let's see, we got a dump wagon over there. I don't know, I thought I seen both dump wagons pull in. This is conventional corn, by the way. Okay, so we've had 5 trucks come to us so far. Now we're going to be loading the first dump wagon of the day here. So we got Nate with the 8360. as you can see, the conditions aren't bad. If we didn't have dump wagons, we could definitely make the trucks work. But we might as well use them if we go to them. Put that on Davey. Davey, can you get a hold of Christian and see if he's available? Run and pick him up.
He's packing right now.
Oh, he is. Okay. Okay.
I think you're low on truck.
Yeah, we got to get the end cleaned off. When we get to the end, let's turn around, and then Richard can bring that tractor trailer over, and we can use a dump wagon on that. Mike is here. Make a couple of passes to get this end cleaned off. Just stay out of the way, Mike, and then that tractor trailer can get in here.
Yeah, I guess I might probably just move it direct.
I agree. We've got Jered turned around, and we're going to zip this end off and be able to get the tractor trailer in here. Put up maybe use one. Concerning point is here, maybe not having truck enough. We're only about 3 miles away from home. 6 straight trucks, that might not be enough to be able to keep up. We should be about ready for him to come over. With that, I got to plug up on my right hand side. I don't know why. Other than I came through a sprayer rut. Corn was laying down, and then the problem with the corn laying down, it doesn't come into the head correctly. And being that it's wet, not green, just wet from the rain, it doesn't allow it to feed correctly. other side of the field. We've got just a little bit left. Jered, he went to dump his first load. I don't know if you can quite see where that pivot pin is on the back of the dump wagon. But he went to raise the load and it started lifting all cockeyed like. So he got out and looked, and that back pin, the rear one, you'll see it once he gets a little closer and drives up a little farther. Move forward some. You'll see that he's got a draw pin stuffed in there. He had to take the load back to the shop, get a pin in there, and get it so it was operational. It's that one right there. That's the rear one. So he's got that in there. It's a good thing that we weren't, that's nice. Spilt a little right on Nathan's hood. It's a good thing that we weren't that far away from home. If we were where we used that, if we were where we were at when we used that dump wagon last, that would have been some 18 miles away from home. That wouldn't have been too good. So the sun is shining now. We have not gotten anybody stuck yet. We were using trucks driving beside here for the most part. And then once we got over onto this side of the field, we started using the dump wagons a little more steady like. So the trucks are getting as close as they can to us. We've got one truck that's sitting over by the driveway. That one has road tires on it. He could probably get around, get up a little closer, but he's staying on the safe side. We were going to start using the tractor trailer as well, but 6 trucks are keeping up here. So we'll keep at it. The other field is wetter than this one. And alright, so we'll swing the pipe over our right shoulder. Turn around, go back the other way. Nice to have cut a spot around this field a little bit, but we're just going to have to keep taking a little bit away here. And spits. Turn yourself around, Sarah, so you're headed back towards the road. We're going to dump the dump wagon on everybody now.
You'll be out of that one wet hole down at the other end. She's got new tires on. You don't want to try taking her around?
That'd actually be nice if we opened up that side there.
Yeah, I mean, the only wet hole I've seen is about where Tim was. I don't know. She's got brand new tires. If you can get all the way around with her, I don't know.
We could try it. That holding place there, Sarah. This load can go to Davey, and then we got Sarge here too. And we'll will get opened up on this headland, Sarah. Oh, we got a little bit to put on the back there, but we're just gonna send them. We're just gonna send them with small loads. Oh, it's okay, boys and girls. Up in front of us here is where we came through a little bit of water. Watch you guys off that way a little bit, sis. Up to the edge of the field. What do we got here? We got 9 rows or we got 11? Looks like we got her. So we're right up on the edge, right there. Alright, we had a little bit of water right up in front of us. That one row right there. That way we can play with it coming back at it. We're running right along the edge of the field. When we come back down through, what we can do, we can run that in the middle of the head rather than trying to bring it in on the edge. Throwing over 3 rows. We're working it. We're working it. Sarah, why don't you come in behind me now? Can you cut in? You ought to be able to cut in back there.
I'll just dump this one and then we can put a good full one on charge after this. Watch it, Sarah, you got some water coming up in front of you. Alright, we're gonna let her cut and run. She's gonna jog through that. She made it. Alright. Crawl right through that.
that little hole there. Now we're gonna take her down in front of us. Let's go down to this west end, Sarah, and we'll open that up. What we've got left right here in front of you, Nate, is wet here and there. Alright, so we got some mud right here, and just on the other side here it can be wet as well, but I think we can get through it. We're gonna go ahead and give it a try. You can see that spot right there is a little wet where she broke in. Something that the sprayer didn't quite get as far as being able to put any fungicide down. So if in the event that we didn't put fungicide on this field would be all like this. So we've got it right up in front of us. There's a bird feeder right there, which I bumped that last year. He must have stayed away from that, and you can see how much shorter those outside 2 rows are that just do not have the treatment. So we would have seen a significant loss in yield had we not put the fungicide on. You can see the leaves blowing around in the truck quite a bit. Turn you guys back forward. There is a weak crop. It's not just because we're on the edge of the field. I hadn't seen that in this field at all. So it's just a spot where the fungicide was not applied. Take Sarah around here on this end. Put a little more on her. Now that we've got that opened up, we can just go round and round. Yeah, I don't know where she's going. She's probably going to back up. She's going back up.
Am I taking this?
I can put a little more on you. Come right back like you want to. Just watch it. I'm sticking out there a little bit. All right, we'll put a little more on her and she'll be loaded. Nathan is ready to get on in here. Alex is just pulling in the field. Turn you guys a little bitses. We're going across these rows, so we're going slow. It's a little rough going cross lots. Yeah, I'll put a decent load up on her. They're putting, a dump wagon and a half or so. There goes my uncle down the road. You probably can't see him. It was actually Brian. Brought us a load of straw with his new Freightliner. See if I can zoom in on that. Oh, get her going. Just have on it. Stay on it. Stay on it. Turn to the left. Turn to the left. Just send it. Go, go, go. Keep going. You got her. You got her. Digging. Keep the wheels straight. Keep the wheels straight. Turn to the left. Yeah, turn to the left. All right, back up some. Alright, hold it right there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Now go forward. Turn to the left. Turn to the left. Alright, keep going, keep going. Keep on it. Keep on it. Keep on it. You're doing alright. Keep going. Keep going. Alright, let's back her up again. Alright, stop right there and I'll go forward. Try to take it straight. Back up. Well, you got it. Back up again and then next time stay on it. Alright, hold it right there. Alright, go. You got it. Stay on it. Stay on it. Don't give up. Stay on it. Stay on it. Stay on it. Alright. You're loaded, by the way. Alright. We were into some mud there, weren't we? Okay. We're gonna keep her lit here, boys and girls. I thought I was gonna have to pull thought I was gonna have to chain up there, but yeah, she even did that without running over any cord. Alrighty, so we've got them couple single rows up in front of us, right up on in here. And then we'll get over into that other field. That other field is, that's wetter than this one on the one side. So we'll probably do the same thing to that field. We'll get around it so that we can get around some enough on trucks and then just kind of go backwards working at the wet spots until we get to the edge of the field. We'll kind of work our way out from the middle to the edge rather than the edge to the middle. So we'll join up with you when we get moved on over into that other field. So we are done. We are done with this field. They're putting the last dump wagon load on Davy. We had just a little bit of mud there. Sarah almost got stuck, but she pulled through. Good thing, because we would have to pull her from the rear. Took us a little while to get them short rounds cleaned up, just because it does take time to screw around.
Yeah, man.
So we're gonna pull into this next field over here. The far side over next to the woods is wet, but if we can bypass that best we can kind of chop that from the center over onto the dump wagons. We're gonna use the trucks to get around the edge of the field. Just, just so that we're not getting the tractors all dirty. So we'll pick up this single here. I don't want to leave any corn on the edge of the field here. All right. Let's see how this field goes.